Oh, I've been quiet for a week and I don't even know what to say. Oh, it feels so good to be able to talk freely. Oh, it feels so good to finally talk again. Oh, I'm so relieved I can talk again. Oh. Hello, everyone. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about an experience that I had over the past week that was quite interesting. So I decided to take a 1-week vow of silence. From Sunday, January 17th at 4 p.m. to Sunday, January 24th at 4 p.m., I did not speak. I did not speak, and I did not send any text messages. I did not send any emails. I did not talk on the phone. The only thing I was allowed to do was gesture with body language, and I decided that if it was absolutely necessary, I could write something down. Over the course of the whole week, like I said, I didn't speak or send text messages. I wrote down a total of 21 words over the week when it was necessary for me to communicate with cashiers and people out in the real world. And it was such an interesting experience. I found myself dreaming about talking for the first 3 nights. The first 3 nights I went to bed, I dreamt that I was speaking, and then I would immediately go, oh, I broke my vow. And then eventually it started to go away. And I felt the need to speak less and less. Because when I'm listening to conversations, if I'm out in public, if I'm with friends, if I'm listening to a podcast, if I'm in a back and forth dialogue, and some point comes up and I just feel, oh, I absolutely need to respond to this. But during the vow of silence, I have to say to myself, no, you know what? I'm not going to respond to that. I just have to let that moment pass. And I actually found myself, for the most part, at first, yes, it was very frustrating, but then eventually I was able to just sort of let these moments go. And they weren't as important as I initially thought they were. It's like if you don't immediately react to it, the moment passes. And so because I wasn't spending a lot of my time debating with people, talking to friends, doing the things that I usually do, I had to come up with a different way to occupy my time. And what I found myself doing, I did a lot of reading. I managed to read 3 books over the course of the week. And I spent the rest of my time playing the piano. And I haven't played a piano in about 10 years. When I went to college, there wasn't a piano there accessible to me. And for the last few years, living where I've been living, I didn't have a piano. And I just recently bought one about 2 months ago. And it has been, over the past week, one of the best decisions I've made to buy this piano. I took lessons for many years as a child, and I've kind of let it get away from me. And now I'm relearning a lot of the pieces that I knew when I was in high school. So this is just to show you, here's one of the examples of a piece that I remembered learning. So I hadn't played that piece in its entirety in about 10 years, and now I finally can again, after just 1 week of practice. So I found that I'm definitely happiest at the piano. I rekindled my love of reading. I found that I probably don't need to speak as much as I do. and it makes me value the words that I do say more. Yeah, I don't know if I would recommend you doing it for an entire week, because that was pretty rough at the start. I would recommend maybe building your way up to it. But it was such a contemplative experience that I did find out a lot about myself. I found out how much I rely on talking. And it was real. And when I started talking again, my voice got sore because I hadn't exercised my vocal cords in like a week. So that was kind of funny. But yeah, it was a really good experience. And I don't think I'm ever going to do it again, at least not for an entire week. But I'm really happy I did it. And like I said, it made me value speech more, and it made me sort of rediscover a lot of the activities I liked to do when I was younger, which at their heart are solitary. And it's nice to not be bombarded by dialogue from other people all the time. So yeah, that was my experience. If you'd like to try it, I recommend it. And for me, it was a very cool experience. So I'll leave you with that. Thanks for listening, everyone. Bye now.